Welcome to Arise. This verse right here that we're going to talk about today can be very difficult for so many people. It is something that challenges us, and because it goes against our nature. If we have a problem with somebody else, we tend to go to somebody else to tell them about the problem and how we've been wronged and what the situation was. But this verse specifically in Matthew chapter 18 verse 15, it's really talking about that if you have a problem, if your brother has sinned against you, you're to go to him and tell him the fault, him or her. Go tell him the fault, and then you're supposed to do it alone. It says, don't forget that word alone. You're not supposed to take a gang of people. You're not supposed to have gone out and told everybody else and gotten everybody else on your side. Because when you're restored, you will have gained a brother. That's what the verse says. But here's what happens is we go and we tell everybody else because we're hurt, we're wounded, what they've done. And so it just kind of eats at us, and we've got to tell somebody because we're hurt. But what we don't do is we don't go to the person. Now, why is that? Was it really that big of a deal? Because if it was that big of a deal and you matter to them and they matter to you, they're going to want to resolve it. Do you want to resolve it? That's really the question. You think you can get over certain things, but certain things you can't get over if you don't talk them through with the individual who has hurt you. When you talk it over with them, are you willing to rectify things? Are you willing for that relationship to be restored? Because that really winds up being the question that we have to ask ourselves. Do I really want this relationship restored, or am I just going to go forward and tell everybody else about what has happened so that it actually is damaged permanently? That's the situation that we have to understand is at stake. You're to go to them alone and not to anybody else. You're to go to them alone and not to anybody else. That is restoration.